Welcome back. Before we want to go into technical details, I think the most important thing is what is going on here. So we have to to explain a little how this turn of thinking works and give some more examples and more depths on that. So I want to start with this short diagram here. So which is an alien diagram. Is all the infrastructures, the global infrastructures, we call that urbanization. So the interesting of that is that you simply put in something here, for example, a phone call or a package to send things, or it's a car on all these structures and with GPS and GSM, whatever they like. All these infrastructure we have in urban context. You put something in here, you give it an address, and it pops up at B. And of course, you can make traces where it runs, but it doesn't matter because next time there will be another route because there are traffic jams or overload at certain nodes in the internet, whatever. So it doesn't. So you can't make any sense of the trace. And this is in very contrast to the theories of postmodernity, post-structuralism, for example, Bruno Latour, and they make traces in reality and say this is communication, this is logic. I would say this is a gravitational orthodox body of thinking. And aliens don't do it like that. Aliens are not with the ground, they are with the air. And they cover the whole planet. So they think if I put it here, I turn the whole thing as equal, algebraic. And then, because of the address, and this is a rational thing, it's not a real thing, it's a rational, I want to do it, it's a kind of contracting, we said. So A is contracting with B, and then it pops up. So, therefore, put in A, turn the whole thing, whatever it is, you don't care, and then it pops up at B. This is how we should think about infrastructures and urbanization. So, and it's properly illustrated here that it really makes no sense to trade these things. So, for example, you have a small package, send it to somebody in Africa, then it doesn't matter whether it's here, 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 whether I put it in this line or in this plane, or whether you have it by ship and so on. It simply doesn't matter. Because next time they will be completely different. So aliens don't think in traces. So, and therefore, we have to think if it pops up at B, it's something like, as a metaphor, something like the TV set, you switch the channel, you adjust the antenna, and then out of white noise is the objectivity of the global network, it simply pops up as an image from outer space. This is how we should think about communication, and this is how we should think about our objects in our architecture. They are vivid things or screens from outer space. So we have this, and for example here Kardashian with her block, prominent block, alienate screens from outer space. You simply say, okay, coming up, popping up in strange figures. So that's, I think, the idea you have to get, that you don't take these things for real. So if we have that, then we see that there are not a lot of different schemes how they pop up. The aliens have characters. And they have characters like the set of principal figures of the Greek myth. So we call them Aphrodite, Zeus, Hermes, whatever. And they have specific characters, very few of them, and they play. And they play on these screen objects. They play everywhere. She is selling cosmetics, she's selling whatever, fashion. So selling, it pops up everywhere. So we have these kind of principal figures of the beauty and the pureness of nature. We have the scheme of riots and so on, and they play us. So everything is screened from outer space, and there's no reason for that. I think it's this way how to think about it. So therefore we need a coexistence and a kind of calibration, or we have to contract these principal figures we know in our cultures. So, and if we think of objects as screens in certain characters, they popping up from outer space, out of white noise, then we can look at the most prominent inventions of 20th century as alienated screens. And as they are a TV set, automobile, nuclear energy, the airplane, the bubble gum, and so on. They just pop up in these figures, and they challenge us, and we really don't know what to do with it. Our culture is challenged, at least. Yeah. So, this is how to think. I think about that everything is connected. This is about to think about structures, infrastructures, and urbanization. It's a challenge we have to start to deal with, because they pop up without reason. And they're powerful. Thanks for watching. See you on the next tube.